Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I want you to check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of my merch, y'all. I've added some new things like my mermaid cups and the mermaid tees, and also the Shake Them Tits mugs. All right, you asked for it and you got it. Check out Bondy's merch at Bondy's Boutique. Hey everybody, yes. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Bondy Blue show. Y'all, let's just go ahead and get into my notes because it's not a lot, but we're going to go over some of the looks from the Met Gala after I'm done with most of the topics. And yeah, hopefully this will be entertaining for you guys. Don't forget about Scentbird, I smell good, bitch. Get your percentage off for your first month subscription to Scentbird, where you can get these cute little size samples of really good perfumes. Check them out, find out if it mixes with your body chemistry and shit before you spend hundreds of dollars on it, okay? So y'all, let's get into the first topic. Ayesha Curry, all right? Y'all wanted me to talk about it, bitch, I'm ready, okay? Now, Ayesha Curry was on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett along with some other women who I didn't know. Probably basketball wives, wives of famous niggas, you know, wives of, you know, people I gotta live in the shadow of, shit like that. And basically the conversation led to Ayesha saying that she felt a certain insecurity because men don't holler at her the way women throw themselves at Steph. And I just want to say that Steph looks like a road runner. Like, Steph looks like a little mouse. Like, he's not that attractive. Like, he light-skinned, and y'all know bitches love light-skinned rich niggas, so maybe that is attractive to some people. But we talking about straight physicality. Steph Curry looks like a child to me. Okay? Like, you know, congratulations. You know, you out here doing the best. You know, you one of the best players in the NBA right now. Good for you. You and your wife look just alike. Happy for y'all, okay? But when you think about how many women come at him the way they do, I can totally understand why Ayesha Curry said what she said. It's an honest feeling of everybody want my nigga, but don't nobody want me because everybody wants to respect my nigga. Like I understand what she meant and how she feels. And that does not mean that she's some slut or some hoe that wants to be with another man. What that means is Steph Curry is her husband. And at this point, they've been together since high school, right? So she probably feels like she's never really had anybody else's attention. So when he tells her she's beautiful, she probably feels like, oh, you're supposed to say that, Steph. We got babies together. You my husband. You're supposed to say that. But it's different when you don't get any attention from other men that you're around in any type of way. We're not talking about trying to get my phone number, but just a glance. Just a, oh, you look nice today. Something. But niggas be so scared that they gonna step on Steph Curry's toes in any type of way that they probably would never give her a compliment like they would if she was just some, you know, regular girl that wasn't his wife. So I just kind of feel like I understand why Ayesha Curry feels that way, but I also feel like she will find her footing. She will find her way into feeling confident about herself regardless to any outside you know, any outside influences eventually, because she's still very young. And I feel like part of the reason why she feels like that is because she never got a chance to live her life as a single woman. And what we don't realize is a lot of the times when you be with somebody for that long, y'all might be growing up together, but you miss out on certain things, okay? And as the woman, she's definitely missing out on fucking other dudes, okay? Because we ain't gonna sit up here and act like Steph Curry probably ain't tapping some of these hoes that come out the woodwork, okay? Too many bitches. I seen that picture of that girl who was standing across, like, just like bitch, I'd have been like, no, time out. I seen that shit, bitch. If you don't get your fucking ass in front of my man with that, I'm a girl. Look, it would have been an issue. It would have. Did you see that picture of that girl? That's old, man. I don't care. How old? Like years. A year? Like years. Okay, so you think that's probably like the only time that a bitch been standing on a second row? Been caught on yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's the only time that, you know, it's been caught on camera. Yellow and everything. Yeah, she was doing the most. So you know, like, first of all, we've seen enough television shows and movies about niggas in sports to know that hoes wait at the hotel room for these niggas. So Curry like Obama or shit. He ain't never been in no scandals. He ain't never been in no scandals, but that's probably because either he keeps it far and few in between, or he picks bitches that have something to lose. I think he learned from other people. My husband thinks that Steph Curry is faithful. I hope he is. I hope he is too. I I hope he is too, but I still feel like I understand where Ayesha Curry is coming from. And I also feel like, you know, a lot of women, even if you are in love with a nigga, I wouldn't be trying to marry a nigga straight out of high school and have babies for him and miss all my 20s of feeling sexy and shit, you know? Like, I'm just saying, eventually she'll get there in her life where she feels like that again without needing validation from anybody else. But I think we all need validation from other people. I've been through moments in my life where I felt like I was always looking like a tomboy or being rough because of my work. And, you know, my husband tell me I look good, but he love me, so he's supposed to say I look good. Like, if I don't look good to everybody else, then I don't feel like you don't really know. Like, you know, my family gonna tell me that. And you feel like your family love you, so they gonna say that. But people who don't love you, people who have nothing to gain by telling you that, you just wonder if you're not getting it from everybody else or other people outside of your family unit, you wonder if it's actually true. Okay, so I understood where she was coming from. I don't think that makes her a bad person or anything like that. I just think that makes her young. In the dynamics of their relationship, her living in his shadow and all of that, I get it. I'm not mad at Ayesha Curry. Her husband came out and said something in support of her. I didn't feel like reading the shit. Because, like, sometimes I feel like niggas be trying to be deep when really all they gotta say is, my lady is good, fuck y'all. That's all y'all. I ain't gotta put a whole paragraph on Instagram stories and shit. I'm straight, all right? But yeah, y'all leave Ayesha Curry alone. And all you men that felt that this was an assault on you, I'm gonna need for y'all to stop, okay? Because there used to be a point in time where we could rely on men to just be who they are physically. We didn't have to worry about them dyeing their fucking beards, okay? We didn't have to worry about all of these things now that I feel like men are so worried about their looks. So to me, you in the same boat, my nigga. Like, you want people to tell you you look good. Most of you niggas can't even stay faithful. So there's always another bitch telling you you look good. So I don't think any man should have anything to really say about this for the most part. Like, not saying that men can't speak on it, but as a man, you don't understand. So please stop. Women always want men, no matter what. They can be fat, ugly, missing a fucking tooth, and you will still husband this nigga, okay? Clean him up, give him new teeth, help him lose his weight, then he fuck over you and cheat on you, and then you done built him up to be great, and he left for another bitch. I'm sorry, another story for another day. But I'm just saying, y'all, leave Ayesha the fuck alone, okay? Let her express her insecurities on the forum where she was asked to do it without men coming at her sideways as if they could ever know what the fuck she talking about. The fuck? Is your old lady an NBA player? No, shut up. Lastly, before I move on, I don't think we have to, like, say how annoying it is for, you know, light skin with the light eyes to say that she feels unattractive. I will step on that button for a second and say that Ayesha, bitch, look in the mirror. Like, you fit the standard of beauty like a motherfucker. You might have a little weight on you. You know, you got your little chipmunk cheeks and shit, but you cute and you light skin with light eyes. So I'm sure there's so many people that find you attractive but just don't want to disrespect your husband out of respect for who he is to the game. And you know, niggas basically jerk off to basketball. So, you know. Sorry, I had to say it. But yeah, you gonna be alright, girl. Y'all, Steve Harvey said on his show that rich people ain't getting 8 hours of sleep, okay? Basically telling us that the reason why we not rich, or the reason why you may not be rich, is because you sleep, okay? You sleep, you don't wake up. I've heard that so many times, like Diddy and them, oh, I can sleep when I'm dead and all of that. Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna work as hard as I can during the hours when I'm up, but when it's time for me to go to fuck to bed, I'm going the fuck to bed. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because as a lower middle class person, when I was working my ass off and barely sleeping 5 to 6 hours a night, I was working my ass off, I was tired, I was aggravated, and I was still not making enough money for me to feel like it was worth it, okay? Diddy, Steve Harvey, y'all out here, you know, sleeping 4 hours a night, 2 hours on a plane, 1 hour in a car and shit, because y'all got other people to help take care of y'all. Y'all have other people to help y'all create y'all lane, okay? And I saw somebody else say something else that made sense. Steve Harvey, what the fuck is you talking about? Before you became this TV host, before you got your TV show, back in the day, you was just a regular, degular, schmegular comedian that worked for maybe an hour or two at night and took his ass back to the house. So don't sit up here and tell me about how you've been only living off 4 to 5 hours of sleep this whole time, and that's how you became as successful as you are. That is bullshit to me. That is bullshit. I've seen very, very rich, dirty rich people say working harder and not smarter is stupid, okay? And what that means is I have to take care of my mind. I have to take care of my body. And I have to make sure I'm getting the appropriate amount of sleep. And for me, that might be 10 hours. So if I'm up till 2 a.m. trying to make sure my videos go up on YouTube and then the next day I sleep until noon, bitch, that's what I'm going to do. But what's for me is for me. And the amount of sleep I get, I don't think is really going to deter whatever God has in store for me or anybody else. So Steve Harvey, please stop. Because whatever amount of sleep you did get, it didn't stop you from losing your show to Kelly Clarkson. Okay? Who's not as nearly as personable and entertaining as you. And what I mean by personable is just that he's a personality. He can make you laugh, facial expression and all that. Kelly Clarkson might have a great personality, but she's not a comedian. I'ma just say that, okay? Steve Harvey work on my fucking nerves, okay? I love him, but he work on my nerves. What I mean by I love him is that, you know, you grow up with somebody, so, you know, you don't really have a strong hate for them, but they say shit and you just be like, oh my God, it's like that uncle that you can't stand. You love him, but you wish he wouldn't say anything to you whenever y'all see each other. You know, just always got something negative or dumb to say. And you just be like, you and Marjorie still together, huh? Because I heard that y'all was about to get a divorce. I heard you know, that y'all was having issues in y'all relationship. But then I see y'all outside the airport kissing and grabbing ass, trying to show the paparazzi and the rest of the world that everything is still tight as glue between the two of y'all. Get the fuck out my face, okay? I'll wait on it. Joe and Sis Santana. So a video surfaced a while back of Joe Budden walking down the street with what seemed to be 29-year-old Jasmine Kendrick, okay? Very tall, beautiful, brown-skinned model. Allegedly, she is the reason why Sin decided to move out. Now, I told y'all, I mentioned it in my last video that Joe and Sin, you know, probably had broken up because they unfollowed each other, but I wanted to wait on it, right? I mentioned it if you've seen that last video. And basically, from there, people started to do their detective work, and they found that video of them out and about, and they were walking. It seemed as if they were leaving somewhere, walking to a car, and somebody, another YouTuber or something, caught them and was asking about Sin. And then you can see them kind of split off from one another, like they wasn't together, but it looked like they was together. But Joe did a podcast, and he said that they have not said the words that they're broken up, but she moved out some months ago. And I'm like, well, if the bitch moved out, y'all not together no more. And Sin tweeted some cryptic shit that I don't give a fuck about how God will reveal it to you. So basically, you left this nigga in hopes that God will reveal it to him that y'all wasn't together no more, correct? Okay. So it might have been because Joe was cheating. We don't know, all right? What I will say about their relationship is I knew it wasn't gonna last because, for one, Joe is an old angry ass nigga who I think sometimes believes that he can treat people any kind of way because he's who he is and he's old and shit, okay? He always used his age as a way to demean and disrespect Sin. But I do want to talk about this, y'all. I like Sin. I've always liked Sin. And I do remember the lip service interview she did, or, you know, podcast she did, where she talked about how black men treat Hispanic women. You know, they cater to Hispanic women. They cater to us. And I've always said that regardless to whether Sin speaks Spanish or not, the bitch look black to me. Okay? Her hair, her nose, all of that shit. Bitch, you look black to me. And then I see your sisters, and I was like, oh, y'all just look like some light-skinned black girls. Like, I know that y'all, you know, Dominican or whatever the fuck y'all are. At the end of the day, y'all look black to me. Okay? And Sin, you might be light for the black girls, but you ain't that light for the Latino girls, okay, as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, it's just bullshit to me, this colorism thing, and her feeling as if she's treated better because she's Latino. What I said back then, and I still agree, is that these niggas make these women feel as if they're better than, you know, us regular African-American black girls. They make them feel better than us because this is what they tell them. Oh, you know, I like, you know, they say that black women are difficult. Latino women are fucking difficult too. I've seen Latino women do some crazy shit. I've seen Asian women do some crazy shit. I've seen white bitches do some crazy shit. So I get so tired of black women being the only ones tied to having an attitude. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. It's annoying to me that she could have thought that what he thought about her, or what, you know, some ignorant ass black man might feel about women who are Latino or racially ambiguous, just not us regular black girls. that was real. That's not real, baby. I hope that's not what you thought. I hope you didn't think that you were entitled to be treated better than a black girl because you speak Spanish and you a couple of shades lighter than us. I hope you didn't think that, baby, because you still have African in your ancestry, and it's obvious because you have color. Okay, and you ain't, you know, Asian color, bitch. You Latino. A couple of generations back, somebody was probably dark as shit. Okay, like I don't have time for them with their delusions about who they come from. Okay, but what I am going to say is I hope Sin didn't feel that way, but this is the prime example of why you shouldn't feel that way, because it seems as if you got stolen by a regular degular schmegular black girl. So I hope none of you bitches feel that y'all are better than us because these niggas fuck y'all head up and make y'all feel that way. White women, y'all too. All y'all white women that date black men and then, you know, oh, you know, because I'm better than y'all. And if y'all got a little bit of ass and some nigga on Twitter is telling us that we need to, you know, watch out for the white girls with the ass. Bitch, I'm from New Orleans. I'm from the South. I've been around white girls with ass. And the fuck what? And the fuck what? Ain't no competition, bitch. If that's what you want, that's what you want. I got what I want and I'm gonna get what I want. Black girl and all, okay? So I wanted to speak on that, you guys, because it annoyed me that there's this, you know, energy of she thought she was better than us, but her man got stolen by one of us. Snatch. Okay? Now, at the end of the day, Joe ain't no fucking prize, okay? Yes, Joe might be doing well in his career, finally, but Joe is an asshole. Joe is exhausting to watch on television, let alone to be in a relationship with. And Sin, you exhausting too, just to another degree, bitch. You young. You 26 years old. Go live your life being a 26-year-old woman. Don't tie yourself down to some old ass man that's gonna treat you like shit, because eventually you gonna stage out of that and y'all relationship is no longer gonna be on the same page anyway, because you gonna feel like I'm a grown ass woman and he treats me like I'm a child, because that's the dynamics that y'all relationship started out on. Okay, look, you gonna pay on the front end or the back end, bitch. Okay. But yeah, y'all, Joe and Sin broke up, and he said that because everybody was talking about it, it must have been a slow news day. As if he doesn't sit his ass down and do a podcast that he gets paid for where he talks about everybody else. So to me, I feel like Joe is a hypocrite and working on my fucking nerves. I used to really like Joe. When Joe was with Tahiri and shit, like, I like Joe. And then, you know, he's an asshole, so you kind of don't like him. But then when him and Sin got together, you start liking him again. And then he worked on my nerves with the Safari shit on Love and Hip Hop New York last season. So I'm just over both of them, and they can just go away. Y'all can go, y'all can go away now. I don't need to see nothing else, okay? Unless y'all gonna get back together and really get married and do all of that, because y'all do have a baby together. So, you know, we was hoping y'all work it out, but y'all, I didn't think y'all would. No, I didn't. I want to move on and give a special shout out to Brittany Barnett and Miangelle Cody, who are the real lawyers who released those 17 people from prison that Kim Kardashian is receiving credit for, okay? Now, Brittany Barnett got online and wrote a message about how, you know, and I'm just gonna paraphrase, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but she and her partner, Miangelle, I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, but it's probably Miangelle. Miangelle Cody are the ones who sit in their little corner and do their job and free these people, okay? They are the ones who did the beginning works, the real work. This was their organization that started to get these people released from prison, but they needed funding and people don't want to fund them. People didn't want to fund this. So Kim Kardashian came along and she helped. But she was not the lawyer that put in paperwork and all of that. She was just the person that brought the money, all right? And for that, I still have mad respect for her for doing this. Like, at the end of the day, like I said in previous videos, I'm not a big Kardashian fan, but I ain't never about to hate on somebody who doing the right thing by people. There are so many people locked up in prison that should not be there, that don't have adequate counsel because they don't have the money. And when somebody like Kim Kardashian uses their celebrity, uses their money to help black, brown, white, whoever people get out of prison, especially black and brown people, because there's more us that's in prison for doing shit we didn't do. I have nothing but love for her, whether she was the person who came with the money or, you know, whatever. Like, I don't understand why there has to be a let's shit on somebody in this situation, okay? I have always said what I did not like about it was her receiving the acknowledgement as if there weren't so many other black lawyers out there, white lawyers, whoever, so many other lawyers out there who are doing the same thing every day, B, and they get no pat on the back, they get no championing because they're not famous, okay? But Kim Kardashian comes with the name, comes with the brand, comes with money, and decided to use that to help out Brittany and Nyong'o. And I just feel like Brittany and Nyong'o are the real GOATs, okay? The real MVPs of this situation. And I'm so grateful for young black women like them who want to spend their life helping other people get out of jail. They both had a parent that was in jail. So this is real to them. This is their lives. And they have really been trying to, what they said was unlock all these human cages. And I have so much love for them. And because of that, I want to shout out my friend Lauren, who I'm going to her party tonight, but she passed her bar exam. She's about to open her own law firm, straight out of law school. Just an incredible example of a young black woman. And I say this all the time, not on videos, but in my personal life, that I feel like we need more lawyers. We need more black lawyers. We need more black doctors. We need more black people in these professions so that we can stop being fucked over, you know, because they say, oh, because there aren't a lot of black lawyers, these people don't understand, they don't sympathize, they don't get it. Not everybody, of course. There's always somebody who gets it, whether they're white or black. There's always somebody that gets it. But especially in the doctor situation, you know, they have prejudices that they don't even realize they have with the way that they handle black people. So, you know, for all of the people like Brittany, Nyong'o, Lauren, all my other, you know, black lawyers out there, black doctors out there, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all because y'all make it safer for us in one way or another. Y'all make it easier for us in one way or another. Y'all, this really got me feeling like I need to go back to school and get my master's in psychology so I could, you know, be like a therapist or of some sort for people, because I feel like that's another area where we always looking for a black person, because it's hard for white people to really understand, and it's hard for us to feel comfortable with them if we think they don't understand. So a lot of the times we looking for black people in these areas, but because that's not what a lot of us are, you know, given. A lot of us aren't given the, oh, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a judge. No, we're given, oh, you could, you know, be a drug dealer, you could be a basketball player, you know, you could do shit that you see. But some of the shit that you see, you don't want to do, you know. But it's harder when you got to pay thousands of dollars in college bills and all of that. And just some people aren't, it isn't put in them that this is something that they can do. So it doesn't even cross their minds. And I really think we need to start putting that on our children's minds as much as we possibly can, for when they grow up to be somebody out in the world that makes it easier on another black person, just because of how we are taken care of in the world. It's not as good. Okay, so if it's somebody that looks like us, there's a greater chance that we won't die giving childbirth, that we won't just be pushed to the bottom of somebody's stack and left to stay in prison for something we didn't do without even being charged. I mean, you know, not even actually being convicted for it, you know? So, yeah, y'all, fist pump of righteousness, shout out to them. So, I've decided that I want to go through the Met Gala looks, okay? Let me get the spectacles. I'm gonna try to get through these as quickly as possible, because there were so many people whose looks that I wanted to bring up. So, yeah. First, let's talk about the actual meaning of the Met Gala theme this year, which was camp. And I was very confused on what the fuck camp meant. So I did a little research and found that camp means over the top aesthetic phenomenon, love of the unnatural. Okay? That's what it's saying for the most part. Our girl Lena Waithe showed up in this really fire suit. Her and her partner in crime, I wasn't sure exactly who the guy was, but they both had on suits. And on the back of her suit, it said, you know, black gays created camp. Something like that. I'm gonna have it right here, y'all, so y'all can see it. But I was so inspired by that, because I feel like so often the black gay community creates all of these things, and then either white gay people steal it or straight white people steal it. Or somebody's always coming to steal some shit that some black queens did made up, okay? But I just want to give a shout out to Lena Waithe for being a standard for what this actually is a representation of. because sometimes when the Met Gala and Anna Wintour and all of those white folks decide they want to do something, then we all think it comes from white people. So I think it was fantastic for her to have that on the back of her suit. There were a number of suits. We're gonna get into some of those looks, but I want to start off with Jennifer Lopez, y'all. I thought Jennifer Lopez looks gorgeous, okay? I love the dress. I love the headdress, you know, falling down. It gave me 20s. It gave me like, you know, Great Gatsby, you know, but I don't know if this is necessarily camp. I don't think anything about this is over the top, especially not for what we've seen J-Lo do. This was very downgraded for what she normally does. We know J-Lo can be one of the best looks on a red carpet. This look, I felt like she looked great, but I can't necessarily say I felt that it was camp, okay? Moving on to Kim Kardashian. First of all, let's talk about how Kanye came in the Dickies fit, which I can appreciate because from what she said, he was just trying to be her extra. He was trying to be her plus one. He was playing it back to her. And I thought it was so funny when everybody brought up when, you know, Kardashian Jenners all stood up there, everybody that was in attendance from their family, they all had a black man behind them besides Kendall. And it was like, damn, black people still in the back, huh? Like, I was dying laughing at that shit. I was like, well, it is the Kardashian Jenner bitches. I don't know what you thought it was gonna be, okay? But Kim had to wear this extremely tight corset to put on this dress that was giving a wet effect. Actually had, it was made out of silicone. Silicone drops like water. And even though it wasn't as over the top as say Cardi B's look, which we will get to, I still felt like it was a good example of camp, because when have you ever seen somebody wear a silicone dress that looks like they're dripping wet? Like, I thought that was genius. I ain't gonna lie. I did like her look, okay? I did, however, feel like that bitch probably couldn't breathe. Now, huh?
Who came through dripping?
Kim Kardashian came through dripping, drip, drip.
Oh, the booty hole dress you was talking about?
Huh?
It was that booty hole dress you was talking about?
No, her ass was not out this time.
Oh, the dress looked like a booty hole.
Oh, let me see. Did it look like a booty? I don't think it looked like a booty hole. Next was Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga was wearing Brandon Maxwell, and she had several costume changes throughout the night. It started with this really pink dress. Huge pink dress, which I definitely think is considered camp. But it went from the pink dress to a black dress, and then another pink dress, and then just her panties. I think it was definitely camp starting at the beginning, and I guess just the whole dramaticism of changing clothes one piece after another until your ass is naked. I mean, I guess that's considered camp, you know what I mean? But I was just like, oh look, Lady Gaga's being theatrical again. I wasn't wowed by it. You know what I'm saying? I was not wowed by it at all. Katy Perry. You guys, Katy Perry was dressed like a fucking chandelier, which I thought was fantastic for the camp over the top feel. What I didn't like, the actual dress. And the way she was kind of standing in the dress, I guess how heavy it was on her body, you could just tell, but she looked uncomfortable. And while it might have been a masterpiece to look at, I felt like her in the dress was not. Next, Priyanka Chopra. Okay, Chopra, I don't know how to spell her last name, y'all, but she never disappoints. Last year, she gave us everything in that khaki, okay, giving us Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, but, you know, Met Gala version, all right? I loved her look. There were a lot of crowns, okay, this season. I thought the dress was beautiful. Her makeup, it was just all very Starship glam. Okay, she was wearing Dior Haute Couture, but I loved her look. Lupita Nyong'o, okay? Lupita had one of my favorite looks of the night. Primarily, she was wearing Versace, by the way, primarily for the gold picks in her hair, okay? The bottom of the dress, yeah, it kind of was going along the lines of a lot of other dresses, like the Kendall, Kylie and Kendall had on that type of applique see-through situation on their dresses. Somebody put up a picture of White Chicks at the end. Y'all remember on White Chicks when they did the runway? It looked very similar to the two dresses that the Jenner girls were wearing. I'm gonna put up a picture of it. The shit was hilarious, okay? Okay, you get it, all right. Back to Lupita. Lupita looked fantastic because Lupita always looks fantastic. It's Lupita's energy. It's her, I know I'm fucking doing it-ness of it all that made this look so fabulous to me. But the colors, her makeup, but definitely the gold picks in her hair, man. I was here for that. If we're talking about extravagance, I definitely think over the top looks as it pertains to black folks. Like, this was a look of over the top, you know, picks in the hair, colors. It looked very futuristic. I loved her look, okay? But I saw a lot of other people who I felt were doing exaggerations of other things in black culture, and we'll get to those. But this was like one of the first ones where I was like, all right, Lupita, girl. All right, now, you know, back to the Jenner sisters and shit. Okay. Kylie was in Versace as well as Kendall. I thought that both of their looks were very beautiful. I thought it was funny, however, that Kylie and Iggy Azalea were wearing the exact same dress in different colors. Kylie is wearing purple and Iggy is wearing green. I actually like the purple on Kylie better. I loved all of the feathers. That's another thing. Camp is a lot of feathers. You know, there's a whole bunch of feathers and everything. So I think they were definitely camp with all of the feathers that they had. My favorite has to be Kendall's though. Kendall's orange dress was the shit to me. Like, I love that. I thought her look was fantastic. And let's move on to my next favorite, which was Gigi Hadid, y'all. Gigi Hadid showed up and showed the fuck out. To me, there were a lot of similar looks. Like, I feel like Gigi's look is similar to the same type of look that J-Lo was giving. And there were some other people that were also giving like a metallic, silver, shiny, you know, but then still feathered type of look. That suit and jacket that Gigi Hadid had on, I thought it was everything. I loved her look. Her look was definitely one of my favorites. And then next, to me, one of the best looks of the entire night, number 2 on my list, was Cardi. Y'all, Cardi has continued to make herself a threat when it comes to fashion. And this Tom Brown look, y'all, if there's anything that describes a heavy flow, okay, and a wide set vagina, is with the shit Cardi got on. Cardi looks like somebody's period just engulfed them, but it's fan-fucking-tastic. I also like the fact that she was completely covered, head to toe covered. The only thing you can see was her face and her hands. She was gorgeous. I want to go to sleep on that shit. That bitch is wearing a comforter drenched in blood. It was fantastic. I loved Cardi's look, y'all. As soon as I saw it, I was like, bitch, you better show out. She definitely took the spotlight that Rihanna would have had, because Rihanna always gets the spotlight, but for some reason this year Rihanna wasn't there. I was so disappointed. A lot of people were disappointed that she wasn't there, but I think Cardi gave us the moment that we would have gotten from Rihanna. So I'm good. Rihanna was like, y'all, let somebody else do this shit. I'm taking a year off. Fuck. I ain't mad at my girl neither, okay? Tracee Ellis Ross with the frame, and then her actually posing in the frame for several pictures. I thought that was beautiful. It was a simple black dress, but the frame is what gave it everything, okay? I ain't gonna lie, when I saw it, I was like, yes. Like, a lot of these looks I was surprised by, but pleasantly surprised. Even if they didn't exactly fit the ideals of camp, the look altogether gave me something. And Tracee Ellis Ross's look gave me something, bitch. It just gave me something, all right? Now let's move on to somebody whose look I was not too happy about, and that is my girl, Nicki Minaj. Now, y'all, we be wanting Nicki to win. I can remember one year at an award show, it was the first time Nicki had worn black hair and like a regular dress without all of the theatrics that she would do when she first came out. And I can remember being, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Such a great moment for her. I can't remember what award show that was. It might have been a Grammys or something. But she had, you know, like a regular weave-in. It wasn't a wig, so she just had like a side part. I know y'all remember this look. It was like one of the first regular, you know, regular black girl looks she ever had. Because y'all know before it was all these crazy cartoon character shits and all of that. But this look, y'all, this look, I think that she doesn't know where she is in her style right now. Okay, because we thought she was gonna, you know, boss it up and become a more mature, you know, version of herself. But when she came out here in this fucking skater prom dress, I just was like, why? Who styled you for this shit? It almost seemed as if they wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. Why would they let you come out? Cardi Cardi's people love her, okay? And I hate that we have to keep comparing, but Cardi's people, her stylists, they must love her. And Nicki's people must fucking hate her. Because I was so mad at the wig. The wig didn't even look realistic. This is Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj should be able to get some of the best fucking wig work in the world right now. I've seen girls on Instagram getting paid less money with better wigs than what the fuck Dominique A can do a better wig than whatever the fuck Nicki paid all of that money for whoever her stylist is to do her like this. I didn't like the dress. I didn't like the hair. The shoes that striped up her legs is supposed to be like a over-the-top ballerina look. No, Nicki, no. You're such a beautiful girl. You can do so much better than this. Don't come back next year unless you're ready. Please don't. Thank you and good night. My next, not my favorite look, but one of the looks that definitely depicted a certain theme that was going on, this 80s theme, Emma Stone's look. Emma Stone had on like this glittery suit situation. A lot of women had on pants, a lot of suit type situations, and a lot of 80s. I actually like this look. It was weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like somebody threw up the 80s and disco all over her. And it just looked better than all of the other looks that were also similar. Somebody threw up the 80s on me, okay? I didn't like her hair for this look, but I did like the actual clothing. I did like the clothing. I like the shoes. Don't like the hair. But it was definitely one of the looks that was a theme. There were a couple of other looks that was the same, but like this over-exaggerated version of the 80s. You know, buku designing women shoulder pads and shit, okay? Just lots of shoulders, okay, everywhere. One of the best looks of the night, I honestly feel like Janelle Monae might be my #1, okay? She may be my #1. She was fucking fantastic. And I tweeted that everybody was saying the theme was camp, but it felt like Alice in Wonderland. This is one of those situations, okay? Now, the only reason it's Alice in Wonderland is because Janelle Monae has always been the Hatter, the Mad Hatter, okay? So she has several different hats on. The configuration of her dress, the eye on one boob, and then the closing on the other side. I almost feel like Janelle Monae's you know, costume, outfit, whatever, was an exaggeration of her looks prior to this. She has always, you know, been into the pink, been into the black and white, been into like a, you know, a half androgynous, half girly type of situation. This look was idealistic for camp and Janelle Monae. Okay, so I was so here for this. And y'all, Sandra Rose said that her and Lupita Nyong'o go together. Is that true? Because I thought her and Tessa Thompson was going together. I'm so confused. I don't care. It's attractive either way. But I think Janelle Monae and Lupita Nyong'o go together, y'all. That's cute. I'm here for that lesbian love affair. Some other looks that I was not happy with. I was not happy with Serena Williams' look. I just didn't like it. Like a lot of other people, it looked like ham and scrambled eggs, all right? Like, I just, I feel like maybe if it was a different yellow, it would have came across better, but it just, I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like Serena's look. Gwyneth Paltrow looked like Rosemary's Baby. You know, as far as her having a nightgown on, I was like, bitch, why do you have a nightgown on? What is that? Zendaya gave us drama on the red carpet, but her dress fell flat. And I have to agree with Lindsay Lohan that Claire Danes did the lit up dress way better. Her dress was way more beautiful. But Zendaya was going for Cinderella vibes. And that's cool and everything. And the actual, you know, dress lighting up on the red carpet for us, fantastic dramatics. Fantastic. And applied to camp, it was camp when you think about the way it was presented. But the actual dress, get that shit back to Cinderella. Give it back. Didn't like it. Gabrielle Union, I don't know what that was about. You know, kind of seemed metal, what do they call it? Y'all know back in the medieval times they would have like metal chinks on and stuff like that to protect them. That's what she looked like. I think she looks beautiful. I don't know if her look was exactly camp. I know that she and her husband, you know, were dressed up together. I just think Gabrielle Union is always trying to play back when she should come out one day stunting on you hoes. And this wasn't one of those times. It was a nice look, but I wasn't really feeling it like that. Another person's look who I wanted to bring attention to that I saw a lot of pictures of was Naomi Campbell. I think Naomi Campbell looks beautiful in her pink dress, and I love the cape she had on. I did not like the pink tights. Something about that just threw the whole thing off for me and made it less fancy. I don't know what it was, but them fucking stocking legging pink things that she had on, did not feel that at all. Was not a fan. I think it messed the look up a little bit for me. Moving along, y'all. My favorite look, one of my favorite looks, Emily Blunt's. Emily Blunt had on a beautiful all gold dress and a headdress, and I just thought it looked beautiful on a red carpet. She looks like a award show statue or something. She just looks beautiful, and I loved her look. It was one of my favorite looks. Ciara was another one with the over exaggeration of the hair, of the afro textured hair, and her beautiful green, like just giving me poison ivy. The hair, I think, could have been shaped better. That's my only thing. And I just thought the dress wouldn't have even looked as good if it wasn't for the hair. It almost seemed like she was going for a sluttier version of something Diana Ross would have gave us. And what I mean by sluttier is all of the cutouts and everything. I didn't like her look that much. I liked the color on her. I thought the hair was going somewhere good, but then the shape was fucked up. And the dress just, it left a lot to be desired from Ciara. Ciara, as beautiful as she is, she sometimes doesn't hit the mark. And this was one of the times that she didn't hit the mark. And also, the other time she didn't hit the mark is when she was trying to twerk with Big Frida on the red carpet. Because Big Frida was one of the hosts, I guess. And yeah, I'm here for Big Frida, but I feel like Ciara can't pop if she don't have them cargo shorts on. Celine Dion gave me everything. Like, I know she's not somebody that a lot of people was talking about, but I loved her Ice Queen look. She and Gigi Hadid and J-Lo, all on the same kind of line of look. But I loved her look. I loved it. I love the headpiece. She looked like a snow queen or some shit. I was feeling Celine Dion's look. And another one of my favorites was Constance Wu. I don't know if y'all know, but I love me some Constance Wu. And Constance Wu's look was another Great Gatsby type of look. I mean, you know, it gave you a 20s vibe. And I just thought she looked beautiful. I think the dress is beautiful. The headdress she had was beautiful. Probably not as over the top as some would have wanted, but gorgeous nonetheless. Loved it. Love me some Constance Wu. Kris Jenner. No to the hair, no to the clothes, no to the bodysuit that she has on. Just no, okay? You be saying no to Kendall Jenner. No, I'm sorry, to Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner, I don't like the hair. Y'all, nothing about her look was good for me. Hated it. Moving on. Regina Hall. Regina Hall looks beautiful to me, but there were moments when I felt like Regina Hall looked like she was not happy to be there. Okay, I'ma just say it like that. Okay, she did not look like she wanted to be there, but I think she looked beautiful. I love the hair. I love the gold on her chest. She looked like she was wearing a dress of armor or some shit. It was beautiful though. I think she did a great job, and I think she needs to show out more often on the red carpet. I feel like she's one of those people that worked but doesn't really show up at a lot of these events, but she should. She definitely should show out again. I loved her outfit. I loved her dress. And next, let's talk about Lizzo. Lizzo wore the same fur coat to the fucking airport on her way back home. I think Lizzo looks like an over-exaggerated madam. She looks like a pimp. The hair with the finger waves on the side, the dress with the thigh out. She looking like she's selling pussy and it's not hers, okay? That's what Lizzo looked like. I don't want to say I'm not a fan of the look because I feel like I love the over-exaggeratedness of it and all the pink, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the look, but I get it. I just don't like it. The next look I love was Laverne Cox. I love Laverne Cox's look. I love the makeup being teal, the hair being teal, but the dress being all black. I can't say I feel like it was exactly as over-exaggerated as Laverne Cox could have done, but I also thought she looked beautiful and I love the look. Zane Guri, y'all know I can't never pronounce her last name. Gurrier or Guri, I can't pronounce it, y'all. But y'all know this our girl from Black Panther and a lot of other black movies. I always tell y'all she looked like baby Viola Davis because that's what she looks like to me. She had another kind of Mad Hatter look where she had on like a black pantsuit type of situation with a, you know, a train or whatever, like a bodysuit. I think she looks fabulous. She had like, you know, the cane and the hat. I get the look, and I still feel as if she could have came harder than this. I think she looks fantastic. She looks great. Her body looks great. The fitting on the pants, everything. The fitting on the top, her boobs. She looks fantastic. This look, however, I don't know if I would consider this as camp as I would have liked for her to go. And let's get on my other top 3 for the night, Billy Porter. Billy Porter came to slay, bitches, okay? He came to slay, all right? This motherfucker looked like a phoenix that the sun just been threw up, all right? Like, go. Be with the world. Billy Porter came out there with wings and metallics and then the gold on the eyebrows and the head. The motherfucker looked crazy and fabulous all at the same time. Then he came in with these 6 sweaty, shirtless men carrying him on a velvet chase, and he was laid out, and that's what made it even more camp, okay? That made it even more camp. I have to say, for this look and the costumage of it all, I loved it. But I actually did not like the fact that it was a bodysuit in the way that it was. Like, I don't know why, but something about the way the bodysuit looked, I didn't like. And the fact that it looked like it was giving him blonde hair, I didn't like that, and I didn't like the fit of the bodysuit, but the jewels and the work put behind it, the extravagance of it all, I loved it. But I have to say that it covered up too much of his beautiful face. Like, I feel like Billy Porter is such, you know, with the jawline, and it's just a beautiful face. And I felt like this took something away from him. As fantastic as the look was, something about it took something away from the beauty that is Billy Porter to me. It became more about the outfit than it was about him, but I guess that's what camp is, okay? That's what camp is. In looks that I just don't know what the fuck happened, Lala Anthony, what was that? I felt like Lala was trying to give us, you know, hood girl extreme, okay? Hood girl extreme, which is considered camp, so it fits, but I was just like, oh, okay. This look like the 2000s right here. I need a soldier and some money. Like, that's what this looked like. But you know what, Lala, you was there, do your thing, girl. Another look I didn't like, Kerry Washington. Why does Kerry Washington have on this huge dress with a wife beater? What's happening? What's happening here? I don't like any of this. No, no, and no. Put it away. Bevy Smith looked fantastic. Love the collar. Shout out to Bevy Smith. She's really close friends with one of my sisters. She looked fabulous. I loved her look. You know, tits galore. And another one of my favorite looks was Janet Mock. Janet Mock came through. As far as I'm concerned, baby. Yes, mother, yes. From the feathers, the hair, the makeup, the earrings, the boobage, the metallics. Janet Mock gave me everything, bitch. I was here for Janet Mock's look. People can say what they want to, but I think it fit camp. And I just think the fact that she looks so flawless was one of my favorite things about her look. So I said along the lines of those kind of exaggerated pimp looks, I believe that Lizzo had an exaggerated lady pimp look, as well as Tiffany Haddish, as well as RuPaul, who came dressed in a sparkly suit just like Tiffany Haddish did. Tiffany Haddish, her outfit looked like one of those costumes for a female gangster from the 20s. Like, she should have a Tommy gun instead of her purse. Like, I feel like sometimes she gets it right and sometimes no. I always feel like Tiffany needs to get a stylist that is going to take her there. And this is not taking her there. Also, it was reported that she had chicken. She had chicken in her purse, y'all. Now, I don't know what they feeding everybody at the Met Gala, but I'm gonna need to tell Anna Wintour and everybody that gets the Met Gala ball together, please have enough food for Tiffany Haddish so she can not come to this white event with chicken in her fucking purse, okay? Shucking and jiving, okay? That's what it felt like. Her whole thing. You know what? The chicken in the purse might have been an exaggeration of shucking and jiving, okay? Because that's what it felt like. I don't understand. I felt like her look last year was better than this year's look for some reason, even though this look was more glammed up and last year was more understated. It just looked real lady pimp, okay? And RuPaul, you know, he had on a glittery suit as well, just different colors. And I just don't understand why he came like this. First of all, it looked ill-fitting, and then you can't tell what you're looking at until you look at the whole thing. It's so busy, like, yeah. Everybody that had on a pimp suit at the gala, please go to bed. Thank you. Yeah, y'all. That's it. I think one of the only people's looks who I didn't mention that I really liked was Florence Welch. Florence Welch gave me like fairy tale. It was so beautiful. The colors, the teal, the lavender, the cape, the dress. Like, you know, I loved it. It really gave me like a fairy tale movie. I can't even explain it, y'all. Not Harry Potter, bitch. No, it gave me Lion Witch in a wardrobe, bitch. Okay, I was just here for Florence Welch's look, and when I looked through all of the looks, it was one of the ones that stuck out the most to me, so I didn't want to forget to put it up here. I hope y'all enjoyed this week's Bondi Blue show. I hope, you know, I did my best to have as many, you know, there wasn't a lot really going on this week, but I just definitely wanted to go through the looks, and you know, I'm glad I did. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love you guys. Please don't forget about my PayPal and my Cash App, all down below in the description box. Appreciate you, and see you in the next one.